Hello everyone, welcome on your YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Inter College. This is Jyoti Singh, class 9. In your previous lecture we have done with the xylem, and we have seen that xylem has a various kind of tissues. So xylem parenchyma, xylem vessels, xylem tracheids. In this part we will learn its type of xylem. So let's learn about the types of xylem tissues.
So children, we are going to learn about xylem parenchyma in detail. These parenchyma cells having thin walls consisting of conducting elements. These parenchyma cells are only living cells in the xylem. These cells store food and help in the conduction of water through tracheids and vessels. They help in the conduction of water through tracheids and vessels and serves for the storage of reserve food. Now let's learn about xylem fiber. They are dead sclerenchyma cells which are present between vessels and tracheids. They have thick lignified wall and narrow lumen, provides mechanical support to plants. Now let's learn explore of types of xylem. So primary and secondary xylems are the types based on the kind of growth of xylem. Let's see it in detail. Primary xylem develops Procambium and has two types, Protoxylem and Metaxylem. Here you can see the dark blue color is primary phloem and the dark red color is of primary xylem. In between the primary phloem and xylem is a vascular cambium is present, and in the center pith is present. Two vascular bundles are interconnected with the interfascicular cambium, and if we talk about only one vascular bundle, then in between the phloem and xylem we found the vascular cambium. When two vascular cambium are combined, then the cambium is called interfascicular cambium. Alright, you have already seen that the outer covering is always called epidermis and the tissue which is present inside to the epidermis is called cortex. So this is the primary xylem, and this primary xylem develops Procambium and it has of two types, Protoxylem and the Metaxylem. Now secondary xylem develops from the vascular cambium having axial and horizontal system. Here you can see the primary phloem is outside and the secondary phloem. If you can see, inner lining of the green color is of primary xylem, and outside it in the middle of the primary xylem and the primary phloem is a vascular cambium, and this is a real picture of wood. You can compare this with this diagrammatic representation of secondary xylem with the real wood. These are the rings which is of vascular cambium, and the second is the ring of secondary xylem. Now it is of two types, fiber tracheids and Libriform fibers. End arch and X arch and meso-arch are the three types based on the position of Protoxylem and Metaxylem. So these are the basically conditions which are placed or positioned on the basis of the Protoxylem and Metaxylem. Let's see. In end arch condition, the Protoxylem is towards center and Metaxylem is towards the periphery. So here you can see the first condition of X arch, second is end arch, and the third is meso-arch, and the last one is the centrarch. When the xylem is present in the center, Exarch the condition when protoxylem is found towards the center and the metaxylem is found towards the periphery. Periphery is the outer lining or outer boundary, the touching point. In the next, it is reserved in exarch and mesarch. That means it is just opposite in case of exarch and mesarch. Metaxylem surrounded by protoxylem. Now let's do revision.